Every parent feels a mix of pride and sadness as their children grow up. For Angelina Jolie, that moment came when her eldest son, Maddox, left for South Korea to attend university. His childhood, once filled with family trips and creative projects, became a distant memory as he navigated life on his own. Maddox's relationship with his father, Brad Pitt, added another layer of complexity. Reports of a tense argument on a private jet in 2016 showed how their bond was tested publicly. By 2019, Maddox's measured comments reflected maturity and the lasting distance between him and his father. The Maddox-Pitt strain. Maddox and Brad Pitt's relationship faced a public rupture during the couple's divorce. In 2016, a heated exchange on a private jet reportedly left the 15-year-old shaken. This incident became a focal point in custody discussions and highlighted the difficulties of navigating family challenges under intense public scrutiny. Years later, Maddox's response to questions about his father remained cautious and composed, signaling both growth and lingering emotional distance. His words, "Whatever happens, happens," suggested someone who had learned to protect themselves emotionally while moving forward, showing how fame and personal strife can shape a young person's maturity. Pax Jolie Pitt's early life. Pax Jolie Pitt first drew attention far from Hollywood. Born in Vietnam in November 2003, he spent his early years in a shelter in Ho Chi Minh City. Angelina Jolie adopted him in March 2007 at age 3, joining Maddox, Zahara, and Shiloh. The adoption was complicated by Vietnamese law, which prevented divorced couples from jointly adopting children. Jolie navigated the process independently until Brad Pitt officially adopted Pax in February 2008, integrating him into the famous family. This marked a major life change, introducing Pax to Hollywood's spotlight while maintaining a commitment to providing a loving, nurturing environment for all the children. Pax's creative journey. From a young age, Pax showed a creative streak. He worked with his mother on film projects and lent his voice to a small role in Kung Fu Panda 3 in 2016. Later, he served as a set photographer for Jolie's First They Killed My Father, a deeply personal film about the Cambodian genocide. Pax's early experiences behind the camera revealed a love for artistry and subtle storytelling, showing that he preferred creative expression over public fame. Even as he navigated the spotlight of his family's life, Pax maintained a quiet dedication to honing his craft and exploring the world of visual arts. Rumors and privacy. In January 2023, rumors circulated that Pax was creating digital and mixed media art under the pseudonym MTO. While reports claimed he sought anonymity to develop his artistic identity, Jolie's representatives denied the claims. The speculation illustrated the tension between public curiosity and the children's desire for privacy. Despite the fame of the Jolie Pitt household, Pax's story showed that even well-known families can struggle to maintain personal boundaries. Interest in his private life highlighted how fame can complicate ordinary pursuits, forcing children of celebrities to navigate both their passions and the public's constant attention. Pax's accident. In July 2024, Pax experienced a serious e-bike accident in Los Angeles, colliding with a stopped car. He sustained injuries to his head and hip, but was reported to be in stable condition. The accident reminded the family of life's unpredictability and the fragility of children, even in high-profile families. It also underscored the universal vulnerability shared by all children, regardless of fame. The incident prompted reflection on parental protection and the risks associated with growing independence, showing that even amid privilege and resources, children face everyday dangers that can quickly change lives. Zahara's adoption and growth. Angelina Jolie adopted her daughter Zahara Marley in Ethiopia in 2005. Born in January, she joined Maddox, shaping the growing Jolie family. Brad Pitt formally adopted Zahara in 2006, strengthening family bonds. Zahara grew up in the public eye, attending events and humanitarian missions with her parents. Despite her visibility, she cultivated her own identity through art and social causes. From designing a charity jewelry line at 14 to integrating creativity with philanthropy, Zahara developed a sense of purpose that echoed her mother's humanitarian ethos. Her upbringing combined fame with responsibility, encouraging a balance of personal growth and public contribution. Zahara's focus on art and service. Zahara's interests leaned toward creativity and helping others rather than pursuing acting. She lent her voice to Kung Fu Panda 3, but preferred projects blending artistic talent with altruism. Her 2019 jewelry line raised funds for shelters for abused women, reflecting an early commitment to social impact. Jolie supported Zahara's endeavors, seeing a continuation of her own values in her daughter's work. Through these efforts, Zahara learned to channel creativity into meaningful contributions, demonstrating that children of celebrities can develop individuality and purpose beyond the shadow of fame, finding ways to leave a positive mark on the world. The twins, Knox and Vivienne. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt welcomed twins, Knox and Vivienne, in July 2008 in Nice, France. The couple's choice of location emphasized privacy and personal connection. The twins joined a family that had already navigated complex dynamics. Older siblings helped care for the babies, fostering a sense of belonging and teamwork. While Knox maintained a low profile, Vivienne began acting early, playing young Princess Aurora in Maleficent at age 5. Jolie's casting choice reflected practicality rather than career ambition, relying on Vivienne's comfort around the intimidating costume. This early exposure to film blended family life with creative opportunity. Vivienne's path in theater. Despite early acting, Vivienne focused on school and personal growth rather than Hollywood. In August 2023, she became a volunteer assistant in her mother's first Broadway production, The Outsiders, marking a new chapter in her artistic journey. At 15, she helped behind the scenes, learning production, stagecraft, and teamwork. Jolie emphasized Vivienne's interest in theater, nurturing her curiosity and skill development. Vivienne's involvement demonstrated a thoughtful approach to learning and artistic exploration, showing that children can embrace creativity on their own terms, balancing exposure with personal choice while continuing the family's legacy of artistry and engagement. Family unity and individuality. The Jolie Pitt children each pursued their passions in unique ways. Maddox explored cultural studies, Pax focused on visual arts, Zahara merged art with philanthropy, and Vivienne cultivated theater skills. Despite fame and public scrutiny, Angelina and Brad prioritized fostering individuality and resilience. The children's experiences, adoptions, early exposure to creative projects, and global humanitarian work shaped their perspectives, while challenges like family tension, accidents, and media speculation tested them. The family remained committed to nurturing growth. The combination of guidance, freedom, and exposure to diverse experiences allowed each child to explore identity while maintaining connection to family values and creative expression. Growing up in the spotlight. Life for the Jolie Pitt children has been a balance of privilege and responsibility. From early international adoptions to public appearances, film roles, and humanitarian work, they navigated complex social landscapes. Their paths reflect the challenges of growing up in the public eye while developing personal interests. Each child has demonstrated resilience, creativity, and independence, whether pursuing art, theater, or cultural studies. The family story illustrates how fame intersects with parenting, emphasizing the need for support, guidance, and privacy. The children's growth highlights the possibility of cultivating personal identity, even amid extraordinary circumstances, showing that childhood and creativity can flourish despite public scrutiny. Conclusion: nurturing growth and creativity. The Jolie Pitt family exemplifies a balance between fame, creativity, and individuality. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's children have faced challenges, public curiosity, and personal growth simultaneously. Each child has pursued unique paths: Maddox's independence, Pax's artistic development, Zahara's humanitarian focus, and Vivienne's theater involvement, demonstrating resilience and passion. The family's journey shows how love, guidance, and exposure to diverse experiences can shape children into thoughtful, creative individuals. Despite public scrutiny and personal struggles, the Jolie Pitt household emphasizes nurturing talent, personal growth, and meaningful engagement with the world, highlighting the rewards and complexities of growing up in a famous family.